This is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Lugo Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is Comics Illustrator Ron Friends, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
We just want to be your friend.
Hello,
Ron Friends.
Hello, Kinder. Welcome to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics, episode 266. Summer of 69 is here in 2 weeks. And in 3 weeks, episode 269, the Little Hellfire production.
Hopefully we can stay on point.
Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that fashion plate from New Jersey. It is
Charlie the Professor Essa.
And the opposite of a dog whisperer from Florida. It is
the dog screamer.
Hey-oh! It's a screamer.
Well, I don't have a dog whistle, so
I told you, just take away their nightly caviar. Come on.
No, Tristan. I don't know if we want to talk about it, but Tristan informed me of breaking news that it's not good.
Is it a death?
Ezra.
Oh,
yeah, it's an Ezra. He has apparently kidnapped.
that's old news, bud.
I know that was that's at least 24 hours old. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The authorities have been looking for him for what, at least a day or two.
Yeah, he's on social media taunting the police.
Okay.
Yeah, that was your Ezra update.
Did you see? I guess they're taking little baby steps, because remember they were going to do that Flash prequel comic for the movie, and then I thought they canceled that completely, but I guess they said they moved it to September. But now there was going to be like an Ezra Miller,
the movie's not coming out until 2030. I don't.
There was supposed to be like an Ezra Miller variant cover, and I guess they like silently squashed that. So it's like,
okay, now squash him.
Are we going to be CGI? So yeah, kids, stay patient while they CGI his face out of every shot of that movie. Okay.
I guess Dylan O'Brien will be our new Flash if the rumors are to be believed. Then.
Somebody.
Another short king. It's fine. It's fine. Let's talk about good stuff. Like, I can't believe Paramount actually pulled it out of their butt and they have a good Star Trek show. Like
Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, and you know what the best part about this is?
Pike's hair.
It is following what?
Pike's hair.
Hey, Pike's hair is.
I want that hair.
It's a sculpture. It's
everybody I watched it was like, "What's going on with this hair?" I was like, "Mind your business."
It's a tribble.
It's a tribble. Hip in the future, man.
It's a tribble.
Exactly.
The pompadour. It's coming back.
It's making a comeback, baby.
It's like 300, 400 years from now, the pompadour is going to be all the rage.
He's a hipster confirmed.
No, you know what is great about this? It's just this idea that, you know what, right now, the people that are doing their stories right are basically saying, it's all canon. It's all real. Don't you dare say that's not canon or we're ignoring that. It's like, no, we said it. It's real. It's now. It's here. Spock's entire family tree, everything is on the table. Don't you dare say that movie didn't happen, because it did and it's real. And I appreciate that. It gives me hope for the rest of the space and time that's out there, that we're going to just be building out from what has already been established, and that makes me happy. Space pirates aside. You
shut your filthy mouth. That's the best part of this episode. Pirates in space.
Pirates hard.
Oh yeah.
Pirates.
Finally, an episode that's relatable for Lilith. Jeez, Charlie.
Whoa.
Oh, I got no doubt that there are space pirates. I don't.
They're the captain now, okay?
And
well, to be fair, they had a very poorly organized crew. And clearly because I guess their actual captain was running some side hustle.
Exactly.
It's like, come on.
Not a real
that's
pirate.
the problem.
And yes, they got the mutiny going. I love how Pike and Number One have their own Budapest.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yes,
of course they do.
Of course they do. But no,
she's secretly a shapeshifter too.
Don't even start with that. Although, could be.
What did you choose to look like Rebecca Romaine? I don't know.
Anywho, well, where were we? Yeah, so it's interesting to say the least what we got, and so this was because, and again, I was a little confused by a lot of it as it was going on. I didn't realize we were reviewing it tonight. Nobody told me.
Last minute decision.
But yeah, and I thought, wait a minute, isn't that the guy from Star Trek V? And yes, that is who she was married to. But the whole idea of like a Vulcan prison colony, shouldn't Vulcans like be above that whole thing? I mean, why are Vulcans they seem like a very scary group of people. I don't know why you would ever allow
They're gatekeepers, and gatekeepers are always terrible people, though.
Is it a prison?
Yeah.
Is it a prison or is it a rest home? You mean
rest home?
Asylum? Yeah, yes.
Well, hey, for all the cosplay that we had last episode, was that last episode or the episode before?
Episode before that. Yeah.
Episode
Back
before. Yes. It makes me wonder, exactly what this culture is all about. Because, and then you go back, like, before when mind melding was considered,
They're trying to show us that Vulcans, the Emperor has no clothes on. We hold them in this high esteem. They gatekeep first contact. All this stuff, and look at them. They're just as crazy as humans.
Hey,
I think that's the whole point of it.
Hey, every story, whenever someone tries
Enterprise was trying to go there, but they wouldn't allow.
Every time in a story someone tries to suppress emotions, it never turns out bad, does it?
It works out for me. So.
No, you just
suppressed an emotion.
You just suppress half of them. You let the anger out. Let the anger flow through you. The hellfire.
Secret is, I'm always angry.
That's an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Men like to pretend that it's not. So I'm gonna pretend like it's not.
I'm just gonna say, it was an interesting story. Like I said, I'm just glad that Spock's brother is getting some play on this. That we find out that he's got his whole backstory. I hope this comes back some more. I hope that we find out like this was all like everyone talked about it on the old ship, and then after Kirk got there, everyone just clammed up, which I just think.
Or unless
T'Pring's too needy. Can we get rid of her already?
That's what you know. What
gotta go.
You know what? I see that happening. I don't know how quickly or how long they're going to wait, but I could see her getting killed because
she's not making it to season 2. I don't know how to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take, but they're going to build that up as like the romance to end all romances, and then she's going to get killed, and then that's
standards. It is not romantic.
No, what are you talking? I mean, no. What she's going to do is she's going to go back to Vulcan like they had in the TV show, and it's just going to be she's just chilling there till she can basically stick in the dagger and twist. It's like I didn't want to. You all remember our first meeting of her back in the 60s. It was like, I figured one way or the other, it was just going to be perfectly logical. Either you're going to kill your friend and resign from Starfleet, or you're going to, get killed, and then I will call it a day.
I'm just saying, Ethan Peck and Anson Mai have more chemistry than the actress that plays T'Pring with Ethan Peck. That's all I'm saying.
She's not supposed to. She's T'Pring. When has T'Pring ever had a healthy relationship with Spock?
Lilith, emotionless sex. I thought you could appreciate this.
There's emotion. angry. I'm always angry.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, T'Pring is everything she ever was, you know?
Look at the beginning of this episode. She's willing to experiment. She's willing to let him experiment. Come on.
It's not this. It's
not the same.
Yeah, it's. Well, I guess
Double
I got
standards even on Vulcan, even though it's illogical.
No, it's that she has to laugh.
You can't do it.
I can't do it. Yeah, no, I can't.
I actually taped my face.
No, I can't. It's a flaw in my DNA. I cannot do it. Yeah, no. I could do like one side or the other. I can't do both. Yeah.
Tape them together for a week when you sleep, and then you'll be able to do it.
I don't want to know what you've been doing.
Yeah,
Love.
no. And look, she's willing to experiment, but again, it's about going overboard, and it's about I don't know. I never felt like it. Really felt like this was an arranged marriage from the start, which I think it is.
Let me tell you, she got the poop end of the deal. I don't blame her for being how she is.
Yeah. Well, exactly, because it's like, I have to.
A halfling, great.
But yeah, exactly.
A woman of her station? Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Where all traditions are about, that's her life, you know what I mean?
Lilith, there must be something about him.
It's that human emotion when they're...
Oh! Whoa!
Well, I mean...
Sometimes you gotta get a little illogical.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying.
Wow! There you go. Hey, I didn't hear Nurse Chapel complaining, okay?
Exactly. Shout out to Nurse Chapel.
And we have our love triangle.
We have our pansexual representation. Now we just need an ace representation and we're good.
Oh, we don't have one?
Well, they haven't introduced that. Yeah, they haven't introduced one yet. I mean, I never know.
Well, I mean, how would you know?
Yeah. Unless they tell you.
That's the thing about an ace. It's like you're not going to know their ace.
That's the thing about TV. They're going to let you know eventually.
Maybe the...
Although after coming down from CW, I hope that trend kind of dies down a little bit. Just let a character speak for itself. And if it happens, it happens.
I mean,
unless you're John Constantine, then it's okay to announce your sexuality. To let everybody know it is fine to party.
Yeah. I assume the helmsman with the haircut. If anyone's going to be ace, it's going to be them. So.
I was going to say, what about...
I haven't seen them make a pass at anyone. They mostly seem, honestly, very jugheady. Just very fun to be around, real relaxed, not putting any pressure on anyone because they got nothing to pressure, you know?
I was thinking the blind engineer.
No.
Nah.
He definitely wants some cash up somewhere.
Well, I was going to say, he's angry. He just hasn't had it in a while, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know what his home life is.
That's true. True.
Don't assume just because he's, not Andorian.
Well, he's doing something. He was blind.
Oh! Check his palms for hair.
You don't know that race. It could be natural. All right, but you know what? I've been loving this show. Okay. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I've been liking this show more than Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
That's not controversial.
You don't have any skin in the Star Wars fandom, though.
You know what? I've been Trek so much longer and so much deeper than Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not going to... Look, I love Obi-Wan. I think it's really...
I'm not saying it's bad. I like it too, but I'm just saying I like this show better.
Well, yeah. Because
we've been deprived of great Trek for a really long time, whereas Star Wars, like their cartoons and their books and all the other canon/non-canon stuff that they've put out has kind of sufficed despite The Force Awakens and all those other movies.
And we've had so much Trek. I mean, I think that universe is so much more fleshed out. Star Wars, it's like, Jedis again, Skywalkers again. Okay,
Well, yeah, but I think that's what's kind of interesting about what they're trying to do.
Now they're trying to.
And to be fair, Star Wars is a dystopia that certain types of people cling to. Whereas Star Trek in the beginning, I don't know how we kind of got to be almost as bad as Star Wars fans for a while there, but we're bringing it together. Anson Mott's leading the charge to make us a better fandom again.
Well, maybe that's why the
and I love that.
Maybe that's why the
very fashion. I love that.
Maybe that's why the Mandalorian's so popular because for once it's not Jedis, it's not Skywalkers. It's something different.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
it's just a man trying to raise his baby in this crazy world.
It's a space western. I know. It's a space western. It's Wolf and Cub. I know.
Yeah. But that's, and I think that's the thing. And I think that's the reality of what they're, the fact of the matter is that Star Wars was Game of Thrones. It was all about who's going to rule the galaxy, even though no one really rules the galaxy.
People doing their
like
sisters.
The Hutts rule the galaxy. That's just the truth of it. The Hutts rule the galaxy, and everybody else, they can say they rule the galaxy, they can run their stormtroopers left and right, they can run their Jedi left and right, they can do whatever they want.
Ewoks run the galaxy. What are you talking about?
Ewoks live on Endor. They don't run the galaxy. I'm sorry. I
And
love the Ewoks.
Puppet Masters.
I love the Ewoks, but they don't get off world very much. In fact, we haven't even seen Ewoks off world.
Of course, you know that kid that looked like it was 3 kids in a trench coat? Those were Ewoks. I'm just saying.
3 Ewoks in a trench coat. I can believe it, That's no Wookiee. That's 3 Ewoks in a trench coat. Oh, boy. But,
and I mean, and Strange New Worlds, I mean, you could say it's like more lighthearted and stuff, but I mean, last week we got the child sacrifice thing, and that had a dark ending.
The child couldn't be saved. Original series could never.
No. Next generation would even never, I don't think.
No. Captain Picard was like, it's just a kid. Who cares?
Shut up, Wesley.
Get the hell out of here.
Shut up, Wesley.
Never speak of this again. Can we leave Wesley here? Can we leave him here?
That was a season 1 episode.
But no, that's actually, I mean, I wish I could remember the name of the short story, but there is actually a noted short story about the city that is eternally prosperous, but of course it is all based on the suffering of one child. Yeah, I can't remember. It's like the city of Olam or something like that. Starts with an O, and it's really sad. Because, basically at some point in everyone's life, they all have to come and realize, like, oh, yes, our city will be eternally prosperous so long as we always torture this child.
And nobody ever has kids again. Whoops!
Yes, well, honestly, it was...
2022, is this play about us?
Yes. But it's, but that's the thing about Strange New Worlds, is that it does go to Strange New Worlds. And it's interesting because it's like what, and to be fair, it's what I think Enterprise should have been.
They just weren't. They were just the wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, well, everything is always wrong place, wrong time, and
when Bakula's involved, I'm kidding. I love you, Scott Bakula, for everything except for Star Trek.
But and this is the thing, and this is really the thing. I like the fact that they're not rushing to get the Frank in there. There's been no Borg reference yet.
Oh, thank God! I know.
They know. Look, listen. The thing about these showrunners is they know. The only reason they actually got greenlit is because they had a 5-year plan that Paramount approved of, and that's why they got to shoot season 1 and 2 kind of back to back.
5-year mission.
They had that plan. They greenlit it. It was like, go ahead, we love it.
A 5-year mission, you say?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, for what it's worth, I love the fact that the real monsters in the closet in this one are the Gorn. Like,
that's
done
so nice,
little
right?
with the Gorn, and it's like, oh wow, the Gorn, I remember them.
They did that whole battle episode, and we still didn't see them. Yeah.
Oh, that's like season 3 finale type stuff right there.
Yeah,
they're gonna build that slow burn, baby, because they got to build that budget for the CGI.
Well, because they don't, they want him to look like a guy in a rubber suit, but like a real scary guy in a rubber suit. Like Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Somebody get the guy that played Pinhead on the floor.
Yeah. Who's the guy who, is Baker still around? Is he still making, Rick Baker? Is he still making monster masks? Tom Savini, the good monster makers, the old school practical effects people.
It'd probably be
gone, sadly.
It'd probably be what's his face. It would probably be what's his face who does the that's in charge of all the special effects on The Walking Dead.
I don't know who that is.
What's his face?
No shade. Pass.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I mean the ones I know are from the 80s, and like I know that I believe it was Rick Baker he was known as one of he's the guy who did Eddie Murphy's Fat Suit.
Okay.
And then Tom Savini, of course, he was big into zombies and various monsters. But they were the kings, practical effects, man. That's what you need. You need someone that can do that practical effect monster outfit that you then highlight with the with the CGI. Because you don't want to have it just be CGI because that looks bad.
Yeah. Oh,
you want it to be a real monster that you then sell that monster with the CGI.
Practical effects, yeah.
Practical effects.
Oh, and then last week, Pike showing, he's not the captain who needs a girdle. Hail.
Yeah.
Well,
Just a lot of hairspray. Just a lot of gots to be glue spray up there.
I love there's so much hair.
Structure together.
I love there's so much hair on that head. I didn't see one hair on that chest.
They know what the kids want. No more taco meat. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Non-threatening.
Smooth, like a kid doll, all the way down.
it does appear Rick Baker and Tom Savini are both still alive and well.
Well, that's good to hear.
Practical.
Yeah,
because I know like a lot of those guys, like what's his face?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mickey and all those guys, they're gone.
I was gonna say I knew Tom Savini was alive. I just didn't know if he was still working or not.
He actually runs a school outside. I want to say outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know he's always around here. Yeah, I just couldn't remember if he was still actually like working in the business or just.
Yeah, you're always working just until you're just working in other ways. Like right now he's teaching other people how to make monsters with practical effects because it's going to come back because at a certain point everyone's realizing the CG only goes so far. And
Andy Serkis will never be out of work. Never.
No, Andy Serkis won't be out of work, but you know what? He's better when they can build something on top of him.
And again, you do the practical stuff right. You can save a buck, right? Okay.
Look, man, I don't mind a kitten in a bag running down the hallway. Okay, I don't mind it. The kids need to suffer. Okay, they need to learn. They got it way too good.
Anyway. Yeah, but so what were we talking about?
Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds. Yes. Well, Strange New, it's good. So what else do you want?
I told you. I'm loving it. Mr. Spock, can you bring us back? We kind of took the bridge a little too prematurely.
Yes. That's a classic line. And then you get him back. And it's funny. What's funny is that pirates, and this of course is what you call one of those. Do you really think that pirates are still going to be saying, or associated with pirates saying "arg" in the 23rd century?
Again, we're bringing it back. Everybody's a hipster in this timeline, man. I bet you Pike even has one of those little mustache tattoos somewhere on his body. I guarantee it. He's a hipster.
The Charlie brand.
I'm just saying, the actual, talking like a pirate. It's actually, it's
not real. It was made up by the one. Yeah.
Long John Silver. Yeah, the guy who played Long John Silver years ago. And that's just how they talk in that particular end of England. It's actually just sort of a Welsh accent or something of that nature. And
Arg, I sell you to the Klingons.
Yes, and it's great.
Piracy, real pirates are all about tradition, actually, and diplomacy. So they weren't real pirates. But to that point of tradition, they probably actually would have developed like a secret pirate language kind of based around that. Just saying.
Yeah, and and actually that was was that one guy in Andorian? Not an Andorian. The green ones. The blue ones are the Andorians. What are the green ones? Andromedans. Correct?
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, because you have the one Andromedan on lower decks who's cool. But all of her family are pirates. And, that's the problem.
Pirates,
and I thought the green guy was supposed to be an Andromedan. But then it's like the rest of them, it seemed like either a not diverse enough crew, or it just seemed like a too humanoid crew, But I guess
that's the problem with Star Trek. Let's just get that's the elephant in the room.
Well, once again, that's the budget,
Well, no, if they'd all been Andromedans, okay. If it was Andromedans and Klingons and humans and a few others, that might be interesting. But it seems like there was one Andromedan, a couple of Klingons, and then just humans.
Don't talk about the.
There were Klingons in there, or were they Romulans? I don't know. It was getting a little, or maybe they were just wearing Romulan armor because they'd stolen it from Romulans, obviously.
And that woman who tricked Spock, I'm like, don't we check credentials in the 23rd century?
Everybody's supposed to be honest and fair, bro.
Yeah, meanwhile there's pirates out there wandering around.
Well, yeah,
Pirates,
but at the same time, Phil, how hard is it to hack a Starfleet?
That's
true.
Not very. We see way more advanced people like on a weekly basis. Let's be real.
Yeah,
and I love that they do that. I love that for us, putting us kind of in our place in the galaxy /universe.
I would have liked to see that, but it just, they didn't explain it. It just seems like they took her at her word. She was who she was, and it's like...
She had boobs, bro. What do you want?
Oh, okay.
What do you want? That is the one flaw in security.
The Starfleet captains of that era.
The old power girl.
The Starfleet captains of that era. You're right, Loaf. Yes.
Let's be clear, it's better than Star Wars security.
Oh,
anything's better than that.
Yeah, we're literally...
A lock on a paper bag's better than that.
Hell, we can hit stuff with our phasers in this universe.
And we don't set it to stunning. Okay.
So I assume that they were supposed to bring on this person.
Yeah.
Like I assume she had falsified records.
Oh, maybe she took someone's place. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Baron Zemo in the freaking Winter Soldier thing, It's like you just come in, you say, I'm that person. So long as that person doesn't show up, they don't know. They haven't met them. All the credentials check out.
Picture ID, but okay.
Well, all you need is a picture ID that has your picture on it. If they didn't send them the picture, then it's that easy,
Still a scourge.
It's security theater, much like the TSA. Gotcha.
I was gonna say, still a scourge.
Odo would never.
No.
That's all that I have to say. Odo would never.
Still a scourge in the 23rd century. Fake IDs.
And I will say Odo's a fascist, so.
Oh!
No complaints from me, sir.
Yes, so. Especially Odo. He works at Cardassians, man. Don't give me any noble goo story here.
Wow!
He just does what he does,
He is who he is.
Wow.
Makes no apologies for it, actually.
Anyway, where were we?
Take out our engines gently. What's that mean, gently?
You gotta make sweet love to the Enterprise, bro.
you caress those nacelles.
It's I don't even know.
Gotta be gentle with the warp drop.
There's a drop.
Yeah,
Because, we can never decide what warp 9 or 10 or 11 and a half is, So
then you become... No. Never, don't pass that warp threshold or you become a lizard. Just ask Tom Paris.
Yeah. Well, actually...
you get to be a whole other person on a different show.
At this point in history...
That was Nick Locarno, thank you.
They're using the old warp scale, which actually did go past that. They'll start with the final the new codified warp scale until after they realize
much later. I know, but it's a joke. That's the running joke, though.
There was a limitation to the bubble of the sea.
Have I been not?
In that case,
have I been not been?
Warp 1 back then is very different than Warp 1 in a modern Trek story.
Have I been not paying close enough attention? Has Pike even said like a warp speed, or all I hear is
no, he hasn't.
All I hear is hit it.
No.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be like the season finale. Kick it into warp 10.
Hit it.
No, I'll turn into lizards. Don't you know?
Have babies with.
What's that? He's got nothing to live for.
Oh yeah, I'll put. Maybe if I become a lizard, I'll live longer.
Exactly. Like the crew wouldn't mind being lizards. They'd be lizards with me. I think they're cool with that. And honestly, I think they would be cool with that.
Yeah, I want to see if they do try to have, if they do, like, shirk his fate. And that's what causes the Dane Kelvin universe.
No, he's probably fated to die, but if he changes his fate, then that's when he gets stuck in that chair.
Yeah, no, honestly, who wants to be stuck in the chair? Nobody.
I know, that's one of those, it's like, be careful what you wish for.
Had it right, bro. He's like, nah, I'm fly around in the Defiant, blowing up planets.
It's one of those cautionary tales, be careful what you wish for. Yeah, he staves off his own death, but then he gets stuck, he's...
Now you're stuck.
A living death,
Well, no, he knows he's going to be stuck in the chair.
Well, I thought he keeps saying he's going to die, I thought.
Yeah, that's what he keeps saying.
He keeps saying he's going to die. That's what I'm saying, so I'm thinking he thinks he's going to die, but...
maybe he just thought he died because he got, plasma blasted.
Maybe.
And saw his face melt.
Or I'm saying maybe he does change his fate, but instead of dying, he gets stuck in the chair.
Yeah.
Careful what you wish for.
Or worse of all, number one to freaking Kirk.
it's getting harder and harder to rationalize the getting stuck in a chair option as like, oh, here's how we have this super nano quantum healing juice on our planet. Here's the theory. Maybe you can figure it out, and you can, reverse the telomere genetic disfigurement in the kid in the transporter buffer. So I don't know, man. I thought Pike in the chair was always
there's a couple of Chekhov's guns, indeed, sir.
And I think that it's just
Yeah, but do we know the extent of his injuries? I mean, did they almost crush
it's
every?
Very vague, so they can play fast and loose with it later
exactly.
on.
I'm saying, I mean, most of his bones could be crushed to a pulp. That's why he can't get out of that chair, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's things like that. It's just, it was always just you can only answer yes or no. That was always weird.
The beef, yeah.
When Stephen Hawking can have complete sentences.
They learned their lesson from him. He ruined it for everybody in the future. That guy was everywhere, man. We don't want that. Yes or no? One beeper, two. That's a South Park.
Bazinga.
I was kind of sad. I was kind of sad when the computer talked and it wasn't Majel Barrett.
Can we get an F in the chat? Seriously, though? So sad. She almost made it.
That would have been funny if it would have been her computer voice talking in the Nurse Chapel. How great would that have been?
Maybe we'll get that eventually. Maybe they have to clear through her estate.
Maybe.
She did actually have pretty much bad blood, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Well, I know that they recorded it at one point. So, because that was at one point the intention, was that it was going to be Majel Barrett's voice forever.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. But to me, I just assumed it was just the fact that they hadn't gotten to that point yet. Because if you remember, in the old Trek, it wasn't originally Majel Barrett's voice. In fact, I'm trying to remember what it was, but there was one point where the when they went to a planet and they gave, that was like when they gave the computer a female voice, and it was all sexy, and it was just, yes, Captain. What can I do for you?
Kirk demanded that.
Yes.
No, they were all quite embarrassed by it, but
not Kirk. He was pushing the tent, I guarantee you.
Anyway, but yeah, so there's I mean, maybe they're going to get to the Majel Barrett voice eventually when they do the upgrades. But like I said, even they didn't have the Majel Barrett voice on the Enterprise, I think, until maybe even season 2
of Next Gen, yeah.
Yeah, because by that, was it Next Gen that they started doing Majel?
But you're right. I think it was Next Gen, but yeah, you're right. It might not have been till season 2 or something.
Yeah, because I thought they actually had done that on the original, maybe the second season of it, because Majel Barrett just needed a paycheck, and basically it would have been after Roddenberry married her, so that came into his house, because Roddenberry always needed to make sure they were getting paid.
Shekels, gimme.
Exactly. It's nothing wrong with that.
Need the money, gimme.
Hey man, that's like when they started Jeopardy. That's how Trebek made his paycheck. He was host and he was a producer or something. He took 2 jobs on that show to make his money. Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah.
If you're the star of a show, you absolutely
if you can get it, get it.
Right,
yeah.
bro. Matter of fact, you should try to make sure you save up enough money to be executive producer. You don't want to just be any old line segment producer. You want to be an executive producer.
True.
Life pro tips in the biz, kid. You need the money. Gimme.
Oh, no. That's right. There's only 3 more episodes this season of Strange New Worlds. No.
I know. It's so sad.
Oh, well, they'll make more.
Well,
yeah, we already got season 2.
I was going to say, maybe they could do maybe they do a quick turnaround on season 2 since it's already
they're trying to stretch out that Paramount Plus money.
I know.
Subscribe. I mean, Evil's out this summer, so I'm good either way. Excellent show. You should totally watch it. Support Luke Cage.
Yeah, but something should be coming soon because they already filmed Picard season 3, Strange New World season 2.
Yeah,
they gotta stretch it out so people don't go canceling that subscription, bud.
Are we getting a the new season of Discovery? I think they said what.
Care. Phil, come on.
I'm just saying. I don't think they didn't announce either way, and that finale could have been a series or season finale.
They would have said something that was the series finale.
Yeah, I know.
I think, although Paramount is a terrible company. Let's be clear. They're terrible to their fans and they're terrible to their actors.
Anyway, do you want to talk comic books?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hey, speaking of Star Trek,
Ooh.
I picked up Mirror War Sisko.
Skills Comics Corner.
Sisko.
Sisko.
You have Lil Hellfire's attention.
Oh, well, this is interesting. This is what's most interesting about it, you see.
What's he up to?
Well, he's just up to being Sisko.
Mirrorverse Sisko, right?
Yeah, Mirrorverse. He is, as they say, he is intended Neresa's pet. Yada yada yada. They have to take out this Cardassian who's causing problems.
Wait a minute. This is set before they resolved it in that last episode, or
what?
In Deep Space Nine, they had a conclusion where they're free now. So why is he back hanging out with Nerys?
Well, Nerys is in charge of Terek Nor, and as far as I can tell,
I wonder if these are like. I wonder if these are all like the history of it.
Rebellion they did, it did not take.
Although that's all I wanted to know. I'm like, yeah.
Well, actually, I mean, to be fair, in this universe, we still have what's left of the Earthican Empire, you know.
Okay.
Because you also have, at the same time, Picard building his super fleet of Star Destroyers to blast everyone. But he keeps on, and it's just very subtle, every so often, without an explanation, he is talking, and he'll all of a sudden get a flash of the crew of DS9. And at the very end, after he's leaving, he sees Commander Nerys from DS9 on their Terek Nor. So he is, I think the wormhole entities are going, dude.
Hey, remember your emissary?
Yeah. In this universe, you're supposed to be the emissary. Because in this universe, remember, they don't have the wormhole. They haven't found the wormhole. So I'm thinking the wormhole entities are going, hey, isn't that our emissary over there? What's he doing? So there's something weird there. In this universe, he does not have a Jake, but he meets a kid who has Jake's mom, but she was like, you know, with a Cardassian dude, and so he's half Cardassian, and it's interesting. I really like the Mirror War stories.
Okay, just one question: is Smiley there? Did we get
who?
Smiley? O'Brien?
Smiley? Oh,
O'Brien.
No.
Oh, because that was like that's like his pilot and stuff. So yeah, they forgot Smiley. That's okay.
Yeah, well, maybe he's here. They don't mention the crew at all.
Oh,
so
okay.
maybe he's, because they do have the Defiant, and he does have a crew, but it's all focused on Sisko this episode. So maybe one of the other ones where we've seen it, we've had Miles on it, which would be cool.
Yeah,
okay.
He's Smiley in the Mirror Universe. I love that nickname for him, Miles, because
because Miles,
and he never smiles because he's so serious. Yeah. I mean, literally, his name's Colin Meaney, and he never smiled as freaking O'Brien. So funny.
All right.
I love him in The Englishman Who Went Up the Hill and Came Down the Mountain. That was some of his finest work.
Rob, is that you?
Oh!
I'm just kidding. We all have our niches.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
All right, Lilith, what you got?
I don't really have much this week, though.
All right.
To be real with you.
Oh, my.
Like, nothing feels like worth talking about. I'm just going to be real. So I'll just listen to you guys.
All right. Well, did you read Radiant Black number 15?
I actually didn't get around to reading it.
Oh, how dare!
It's been a rough week.
Oh, glug glug. Okay.
No, she may just be having stuff, man. You know,
that's his humor.
Not all of us get to sit in our office and read comic books and
listen to podcasts while we work. Yeah, you tell them, Charlie.
You know, I don't know what those light bulbs are doing, but
what? But no, Lilith, look.
It's in a box factory, first of all.
Hey, Lilith, these were the T-shirts I was telling you about. You could like order. These are like the new ones.
Ooh, me want to.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get an autograph. But Carl Higgins actually doesn't come out too much to the convention.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of announcements of him at any. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, did you use the QR code?
I did not.
Yeah, my phone is too old to do QR codes. So. It's my phone is just dumb enough to not be able to read QR. So, yeah. Ooh. So, but I guess that's maybe the film, or at least a short version of the film.
Oh wait, it's taking.
Versus,
it looks like a YouTube trailer.
yeah.
Ooh, put that link in the description below.
Yep, Radiant Black vs. Blaze. Yep.
Nice.
What is it? Looks like. Oh, wait a minute. How long? How long is this thing? It looks like maybe a little over 5 minutes. So somebody put some effort into this. It's not like some 30-second thing. Yeah.
But I love how it opens with.
We're getting the multiverse, baby.
The giant robot talking to what's his name again? The original Radiant.
Oh, Nathan. Is it Nathan?
Nathan, yeah, and it's like, you mean you don't know why we can talk either? He's like, no, I have no idea. And
I just don't want to talk to the other guy.
No, well,
I know. He's just like.
Yeah, well, actually, from what we read in Radiant Red, it seems like the robots can't talk to you until you sync up with them.
Yeah.
Like you have to become
they're
a
motorcycle
Radiant.
buddies. Cool.
Yeah. So that's cool.
They're making this Radiant Black vs. Blaze movie in town, Will.
And of course, Randall. No. What's the name of this city? Harbor something.
Yeah, it's their home. Their town. They're
part of Chicago, but okay.
Lockport, Illinois.
It's Lockport, Illinois.
Okay.
Illinois. Yeah.
That hive's coming, villain, Illinois.
Yes, it's not Chicago because that would be, it's a suburban town. It's like, it's.
Hey man,
there's a bunch of middle class white kids.
There's some stuff crawling around those suburbs of Illinois.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Third best
Southgate.
Third best Southgate.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? There was an Archie comic out this week, guys.
Yes. What was the Archie comic?
The best Archie comic ever, #1. It's an anthology series. And listen. I know it's going to sound crazy, but it works. I only have to say, Barbarian Jughead Jones, y'all. Ooh. In the vein of Conan, but it's Jughead. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I was reading about that, and I was thinking, I should pick it up so I can talk to Lilith about it. But
it is very interesting. Because they're kind of only doing very like anthology driven and like old like I was talking about like the Red Fox and all that's like their old comics in the Shadow and stuff like that. Like they've been doing one shots, the Shield, things like that. That they're definitely trying to build out their superhero universe in the comics because I think they want to do some animated stuff to make some money and sell some merch. So all the other books are gonna be in this vein. We're not really gonna get like a proper Archie story, like an ongoing Archie comic book or Betty and Veronica book anymore. This is kind of more what we're doing now. We're going back to the digest style of Archie.
We're doing the multiverse.
Well, they've always done the multiverse.
Yeah, but now more so.
Yeah. So, with Riverdale being canceled, they got to do something else. No tea, no shade. It was time. It was time. And so, this opens them up to do actual cool Archie related stuff that's not, just a TV show with the character's name slapped on it. That makes no sense.
What's the name of the book again?
The best Archie comic ever known.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll get Mark Waid next time around. He is just a prolific Archie writer, and I forgot to talk to him about that because so next time we talk to him, I totally will have to bring that up.
He's busy working on Batman and Superman World's Finest, and coming in September, Batman vs. Robin.
Yeah.
Which Robin?
Damian.
Okay.
As he should.
Because Tim Drake is getting his own Robin.
Yes. Tim Drake is getting his.
Good job, Charlie. Good job.
I read the trades.
I read the papers.
That's how I found out about this Ezra Miller thing.
Oh, nice.
Yes, because we had the Tim Drake Pride special #1 out this week.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, finally they remember that, hey, we probably shouldn't do that for clout. We should probably follow it up and actually do something with that.
Well, that's what I said. They have him come out as bisexual. Then I'm like, they had they weren't like, telling a story with that. I'm like, they just, So yeah, now he's finally getting his own series again.
Meanwhile, Damien's on Lazarus Pit Island. Like, who cares about that besides Charlie?
Oh, is that still going on? I stopped reading that.
No, he was off the island. Then we went into Shadow War. And now, I mean, when Tim gets his own book, I don't know if what they're going to do, if they're going to have 2 Robin books or what. But
yeah.
Well, if we could have 9 Bat books. We can have more. I mean, we already do have the Robins, technically, and the Batgirls book. We'll see. But this was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they remembered. Now, only if they could fix Wally.
Why? What's wrong with Wally?
They're still low-key treating him like a redhead and stuff.
Yeah.
They always will. They can't help it.
Well, again, I don't think anyone's going to get a proper fixing till after Dark Crisis.
Which is now suddenly related to Infinite Crisis.
Yes, now all of a sudden it's the sequel.
Crisis?
Now all of a sudden it's a sequel to Crisis on Infinite Earths.
No, Infinite Crisis.
We must discuss this on Unlimited Justice.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about it on Unlimited Justice. Get some. Don't you worry.
Oh my god. Everything will be Dark Crisis. All right. Charlie, you have another book you want to throw out, or?
Well, I didn't get to read Bill and Ted Roll the Dice, unfortunately, because I ran out of books. But so I got to figure out which one we want to talk here. I got Spider-Man 2099 Exodus, The Marvels, Fantastic Four Reckoning War, Iron Man. I'm certain will be considered an Avengers book.
Yes, save Iron Man and Captain America. Yes.
Yes. You want to talk Fantastic Four?
Sure.
It's technically not the Avengers.
Sure.
Yeah, they've all been Avengers, but
So yeah, and
Dan Slatton his $5 book.
What did you see? Dan's, I think his final issue is 46. So yeah, 2 more issues from Slott after this. So
They're like, you can't even get 50, bro. Get out of here.
Reckoning War's over. Get out.
Poor Fantastic Four. When's the last time they got a book over issue 50?
What, they're rebooting again?
More than likely.
I mean, the last time they got a book over 50 was when they had the longest running comic book series in all
exactly
of
my
Marvel.
point. Exactly my point. And then Marvel had to go and be petty.
Because of the
Just
Fox
go back
stuff.
to legacy numbering, man.
I mean, it's on there.
There's legacy numbering on here somewhere. Oh yeah, there is.
Under the 44, real tiny.
Trust me, there's always legacy.
But again,
but at least it was oversized.
But again,
but an oversized issue for $5.
But they're never going to catch Amazing Spider-Man now because we've done at least 2 times of 3 times a month and
yeah. So Phil, do you know what my favorite part of this book was?
What would that be, Charlie Esser?
The end of Reckoning War?
It's not over yet.
No, it's not over yet. We still got one more.
This is like the penultimate.
No, it's basically where Doom brings in, the greatest warrior of all time, and then the villains are like, dude, we built that armor. We have an off switch for it. And Doom was like, what? But it's he is. It's like. And then the only other better thing of that is when Johnny Storm comes in. And they're like, how can you have so much in? You are like a cousin.
Oh, yeah. They're like,
because of what I did. And Johnny's like, really, dude?
Doom is so petty. I know. He's so petty. It's like, how does Johnny Storm
frame that panel?
How does Johnny Storm have this much power? That's because of me.
It's
sad. Because he banged my wife.
Wasn't his wife at the time, man?
Nah, well, wasn't it the night before the wedding or whatever?
Yeah. Ring's not on the finger.
Technically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ring's not on the finger, Phil. Now, Johnny was married, so that's a whole other thing.
Was he?
Yeah, he got the life bond with what's her name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of got tricked into that was kind of a Vegas marriage, but still,
Better than a California divorce.
Hey-oh. And we're bonding Galactus with the Destroyer armor?
Talk about needing to sell some merch. Jeez.
Well, it's gonna be a great...
Go Power Rangers!
That seems to be a lot of people's play these days. Like, Slot here, and like even in the Avengers book, it's like, which characters can we combine for a new menace?
Venom. It's always Venom.
Hey, next Thor issue, man. Thor and Venom are teaming up.
Yeah, well, we got the big reveal here, of course, that the Watchers are the ones who invented the Ultimate Nullifier.
Yes.
So,
we're going to trust them.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that there was one Watcher who actually created it. That's why 90% of the universe doesn't exist anymore, or why it was, destroyed. Because that was the only way to stop the reckoning.
All right, here's a joke for Lilith. Okay, what was that Watcher's name? Krona?
Anyway, and then, of course, we have Reed. He is now turning into a Watcher. His brain is expanding into
The
a Watcher.
ultimate punishment.
Yeah.
He'll be dead in 10 hours.
He keeps saying that, but, yeah.
Well,
first-
then he nullifies himself.
Yeah, then he nullifies something or other. Oh, he nullifies the Nexus thing, the thing that looks at all the what-if worlds. So I guess that's done. Guess there'll be no more what-if stories, fellas. How sad.
And Dan Slott, how dare you? You're bringing in like the Guardians of the Galaxy and all these other cosmic heroes we saw in the last Guardians of the Galaxy series. Neither of the Quasars is there. How dare you? Shut up, Will.
No comment.
I'm just saying, Al Ewing had this nice roster going, and
I of course love Marvel.
Genus Fell coming soon by Peter David. Dumbass. The 90s are back, baby! Genus Fell, new Fantastic Four miniseries. What?
Yeah, reading that. I don't think anybody's. I
What?
don't know.
What, Genus Fell?
People are kind of wishy-washy on things. I don't know. We'll see.
What, Genus Fell or new Fantastic Four?
Both.
Oh, well, I was going to say, we'll have Will reading Genus Fell. I know that.
I mean, I'll read Fantastic Four because I love those guys.
Well, no, they're doing a new Fantastic Four miniseries,
Yeah.
with Spider-Man, the Hulk, Wolverine, and Ghost Rider.
Are they actually doing that? Because like the last, I thought that was supposed to come out, and then when I saw
It was delayed.
oh, that's
Just like a bunch of stuff. Just like a bunch of stuff. It was delayed, but yeah, it's coming.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Ew.
Yeah, no, it's advertised. No, because no.
Yeah, no, but I thought
Well,
it was just
so
a
was the Luke
reprint of
Cage
the
miniseries, to
original.
be fair.
I thought it was just a reprint of the original.
Oh, well, they were. I think they are putting out. I think it was a one shot or something. They are reprinting that original stories, like Marvel Tales or whatever. But yeah, no. But no, they're doing like a whole new story set in the 90s. Because I see the solicit for issue 2, they're like, Vegas! I'm like, oh.
Oh,
Joe Fix-It.
Yeah.
Peter David.
The Hulk was intended to be. Just saying.
Peter David.
I just hope we get Marlo back.
Oh, it's Peter David. You probably will.
Yeah, you know.
He loves to.
I liked when she and the Hulk were dating. And then she met Betty, and they were best friends, so that was fun.
Then she married Rick, and poor Rick, I wouldn't want to follow the Hulk.
Smash it.
You don't know. You don't
Smash
know
it.
Hey, man.
You know.
All I know is rest of those clothes fall off when he changes. Something keeps those pants on. I don't know.
It's the
Magic.
elastic waist.
Well, that's what he told. That's what he tells Betty.
Philip, maybe you should ask yourself why it is that when David Banner transforms, that it does stay on and it doesn't break away.
Ah.
It's not, and maybe it's not quite as impressive as you think. It's maybe that's the one part that Banner just can't develop, as they say.
Honestly, it would explain a lot about
Hey, Lilith, we're through as the experts. Russell, Justin, what size is the Hulk's penis?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Give him a charge.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Hulk.
I was going to say, no. Did
What?
you read Miles Morales #4 when he becomes Thor?
No.
I thought that was the best one so far.
Oh, they made him Don Blake. Did they?
No, they made him Thor.
Oh.
No. They gave him the hammer.
He gets the hammer, gets the powers of Thor, same way that Jane Foster got it.
Without the cancer, because, he's got a...
Wow!
Well, I mean...
Women have to suffer, Phil!
Oh, they making him Eric Masterson. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they have made poor Jane Foster suffer so much. Her entire story is just like, let's be mean to her. It's like she marries a guy, it's a bad relationship, then her kid dies in a car accident, and it's crazy what that woman has done.
Head canon, it was Doctor Strange, but that's none of my business.
Damn. She's gone through so much, The only person who's gone through more is Donna Troy, right, love?
F in the chat. Well, no, I'd say Gwen Stacy. She definitely had it. She's got a billion variants.
She's dead. So.
It's not the fall, it's the sun and stop.
A tragic lesson learned.
Yeah.
Weren't you a science
At least at least they've decanonized her kids. So at least that's gone.
Decanonized as we never talk about.
Yeah, we never talk about.
I know. They're clones or whatever.
It's just that would never happen. They were just like clones.
Yeah, the kindred thing. Yeah.
They were horny Doombots. We know. Met these trolls. We know.
We still need that crossover, Marvel. Horny Doombots.
I still don't know why Harry Osborn was the villain behind all that. That still doesn't make sense.
Because it's Harry Osborn.
Whatever. Nothing in this Spider-Verse makes sense. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
my fetish is to get touched by a white man with cornrows.
I agree with you, sir. Like, let Peter be Peter, bro.
Hey, when your uncle's Mephisto, is anything going to make sense?
Exactly. When your Aunt May is a harpy sucking your life force, you should be.
Wow.
Well, she was gonna be dead, but he had to bring her back. I mean, that's the thing. It's like,
here, let me get my marriage away to save my 90-year-old aunt.
I mean, I'm sure if he'd asked you, just said, "Let me frickin' die."
Mm-hmm. Hey.
How are you making your stupid choices? How come you haven't graduated yet?
And Uncle Ben in hell said, "No, let her live."
Anyway.
Oh, real quick, Lil, did you read Kingspawn 11?
Of course. It feels like you're still the best Spawn book, but Kingspawn's doing all right.
Yeah, no, Yeah, no, I think Kingspawn might be number 2.
Nah, the OG is number 2.
Okay.
Kingspawn's cool. Like, this is definitely a book I would give somebody that doesn't really have an attachment to Spawn.
Yeah. I don't know. Are we wiping the board? Are we going to kill Terry?
Yes. I vote yes. Kick Terry off the island.
I mean, if you want to shock people, hey, he's been here since day 1, you know.
But they always come back.
Oh yeah, he'll come back as some hell demons, you know, in 100 issues.
Oh, thought you saw the last of me, did you?
Wait till you
forget. Is Terry the original Spawn, or
no? He was the guy who married Al Simmons' wife after he died.
Oh,
you know, his best friend married his wife after he died.
Must have been firefighters.
Whoa, what?
Oh, you don't know that trope? Okay. Firefighters very frequently swoop in on their deceased former colleagues' significant others.
Wow.
Well, they want to take care of them because that's what Al would have wanted. You know, doesn't want this poor wife being alone. Don't you got no compassion, Lilith?
You missed the fire hose.
No, I don't. Have you met me?
You missed the fire hose. That's an emotion, Charlie Esser.
Not anger. It's the opposite of anger.
She's like Seinfeld. Once she lets one emotion out, they all come out. What is this salty discharge?
Oh my.
Bingo. All right, so should we get out of here?
I heard y'all had a whole nother show to do.
I have another show to do.
So do I.
What is my?
At least it's not at midnight.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Shut up.
Hit the button.
Let he who lives in Jersey cast the first stone.
Yes, that's what we do.
Oh, and speaking of, we were talking about the Hulk for summer of '69. We will be talking Hulk from 1969 on this show, except for episode 269, the Lilith Hellfire production. Oh yes, Charlie Esser. We will be covering Thor: Love and Thunder on Avengers Declassified because Miss Hellfire. That was the same week of Capes 269 was coming out, and I could not deprive Lilith Hellfire of that.
Fair enough. I like Love. Although it sounds very 69-ish, too, so.
Let's hope.
Wow!
You know, Valkyrie, Jane, and Thor. I'm just saying. We can make it happen. Marvel loves a Thorple, I heard.
Whoa! Alright, so yes, kids. Send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Find links to all the Instagram, all the various social medias for all the shows we do, all the Facebook fan groups, the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Everything we do gets a video, so smash that subscribe button. You won't want to miss a second of Summer of 69.
Smash it.
That's what Lil's doing for Summer of 69. Anyway, and more importantly, subscribe to the Patreon. Again, we're paying for this out of our own pocket. Every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive content, early access to creator interviews, including every single month, Mr. DG Chichester talking to me and Lil.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time. The June battle will be fierce between these two when we do Superman 3 versus Superman 4.
The best one versus the worst one.
Agreed.
And they both talking about the opposite movie. All right, so.
Yes, so I think they got that.
I don't know.
You know what? We have an intelligent audience.
It could be someone's first episode, remember? Always treat it like it's someone's first episode, Charlie Esser. Excelsior. All right.
Plus. Good luck.
Anyway.
You better be numbered to a number 1, Phil.
Hey-oh. All right, kids. If you want to be a cool kid like Charlie Esser, pick up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks
Take
merch.
a life, save a life. The choice is yours.
See, kids, we practice what we preach. All right, so find everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/CapesandLunatics. All right, the always angry Lilith Hellfire. Where can people talk to you about suppressing your emotions like a Vulcan?
Oh, yes. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram @Lilith Hellfire6, and of course, on the TikTok, making comments and maybe possibly content. If you get me to 569, we'll see what happens. @Lilith Hellfire69. Also, please be sure to be on the lookout for my next appearance on Sector 2814.
Oh, that's right.
Over on our Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks feed,
where we do all our DC shows. Summer of 60. It'll be during the Summer of 69, kids.
They're kicking off Summer of 69. Will demanded it. Who am I to tell him no? I am making him suffer through the Green Lantern movie.
He doesn't create the calendar.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
But yes, follow that full Lilith Hellfire.
Oh, wait, and I, of course, love Jon Stewart.
What? Oh, yes. We'll have to do that. I, of course, love Kal Rayner.
And Charlie, you have to say Sinestro did nothing.
Sinestro did nothing. He just brought peace and order like he was told to do.
He was just following orders, huh, Charlie? Yes, sir.
You know what? You can't just judge a man because some freaking human from Earth comes in with his moral judgments. Like, Earth is so
Yeah,
big.
and who is he to judge anyone, first of all?
Exactly.
That big swinging D.
You know, like, well, I think this is fascism. It's like, yes, we're space cops. What did you think we were doing?
Captain Kirk with a power ring. I'm telling you. All right, so yes, follow Lilith.
Think, Hal, think.
Follow Lilith Hellfire if you dare.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. We do them both this summer.
Oh my!
It's so salty. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my baby.
Charlie Esser.
Well, if you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email way, the way our mothers and fathers once did, do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitters. I tweet things when I feel like it and there's something on, which is @Charlie Esser. Never, yes. CHARLIESSER. With the 2 E's in the middle.
For quality. Bing!
Yes.
Bing!
Elon Musk will destroy it all soon.
There's an ending. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back next week, but in 2 weeks, Summer of 69 starts. But until then, we have been your Capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics.
Ooh, for the month of July, we're going to be, we have been your 69ing Capes and Lunatics.
We'll figure something.
Oh, by the way, Lil, did you find the candle?
I ordered it. It wasn't in store, but Phil got the physical one. It should be here tomorrow.
Boom.
Wonderful.
I'm going to try one more Target run at the bigger Target.
Gonna light the eternal 69 flame, just like at the Olympics.
I will have to see if I can find one on my run.
To 69 Olympics. All right, kids. Boldly go where no podcast has gone before. Good night.